Hi everybody, it's Casey Williams. Well, almost nobody would say that a minivan is cool. I mean, despite their obvious utility, with lots of space for up to 6 or 7 people inside of them, and they drive like cars, just like crossovers, but they just don't have that cool factor of the crossover. Well, Chrysler really is trying to change that with the new Pacifica S Edition. Let's go have a look at it. If I was going to buy a minivan for my family, and I really would consider it if I had a large family and needed the space, I think this is the minivan I'd probably buy. I like the way it looks. I mean, just look at the ocean blue metallic paint. Just really sticks out. And with the S Edition trim, you get the black mesh grille, you get the black badging, black down below. Come around the side, you see the big 20-inch black wheels, all the blacked out trim. Just looks really good. I think it's really cool. Whether it's the family inside or a surfboard on top or a small camper behind it, I think it looks really nice. And nobody styles a minivan like Chrysler. They just do a really nice job. Looks really streamlined, almost looks kind of European, and just looks very unique and cool. I even like the way the back end kind of works. Rails right here on the side, and they've always done that. It just looks very nice, very integrated, very well done. Around the back, more black trim here, the logos down below, S badges, power hatch, and just an enormous amount of space. This is not the hybrid edition, so you get stow and go seats both in the center row and in the back row. Power down. It takes a little time to get them down. But they do go flat, those go down flat, and they also go all the way back down into the well. Well, despite newer vehicles from Chrysler's key competitors, I think it really still is at the top of the interior game. I've always liked the interior of this vehicle. I like the dashboard, it's laid out well, it's very easy. Chrysler, for a long, long time, all the Chrysler Group vehicles have what I think is the easiest to use touchscreen. Just easy to understand icons down below. There's your home screen, media. This has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, also has wireless charging down here for your phone, Bluetooth, 4G Wi-Fi, everything you need to connect your devices. There's also the infotainment systems here with the screens on the back of your seats for the rear seat passengers. That's also very cool. Comfort settings. This has heated seats, both front, ventilated seats in the front, heated seats in the middle row. Also has a heated steering wheel. Navigation, your phone connections are there, and your other vehicle settings. This is very easy. You can also swipe through it, voice activated. And the other thing Chrysler does, I think is very nice, is they put some redundant controls down below. A proper volume and tuning knob. I really like those. I like to be able to sit in traffic and kind of just flip through the stations. I think this is still very nice. Works out well. Automatic climate control down below. Redundant controls there. You can control here, but also down below. And some other systems this vehicle has. Auto off, auto stop start for the engine. You can turn that off there. It really bothers me when the engine pauses. It saves a little bit of fuel economy, but I usually turn that off. This is the automated parallel and perpendicular parking system. It'll actually help you find the spot the right size and then maneuver the vehicle in for you. I think those are very cool. But down below, a lot more space. You got the Blu-ray DVD player for the rear seats. Lots of storage. And I just like the driver's position. You've got the Napa leather seats, nice thick, leather-wrapped steering wheel, easy to see gauges, reconfigurable center section. I've got it on the speedometer. That's usually the way I like to have it. And of course, you think about your family who's going to be in this vehicle. They're going to enjoy some of the stuff. You've got a Harman Kardon audio system, you've got the triple pane sunroof, and a lot of safety gear to keep everybody safe. Forward collision alert with auto brake, you've got lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, rear cross path detection, pretty much the full suite of safety technology too. So it's a very comfortable vehicle to be in. Just everything front to rear, very functional. You can fold down the rear seats if you want to and get all your stuff in here. And out on the highway, everything you need to be entertained. You can get the Pacifica as a plug-in hybrid that goes 30 miles all electric before the gas engine fires up. And that's really nice. It's really smooth, driven it several times, like it a lot. But the disadvantage is you lose the middle row of stow and go seats, so you don't have quite as much utility. This vehicle instead has just the 3.6 liter V6. It delivers 287 horsepower, which is plenty in a vehicle this size, routes it to the wheels through a 9-speed automatic transmission, shifts very smoothly. And this has all-wheel drive. So if you're looking at a crossover and you're thinking what I need is all-wheel drive and some ground clearance to get through some bad weather, this doesn't have quite as much ground clearance, but it does have all-wheel drive, so you can really get through some bad weather and it's fine. And it really enhances handling, even when there's not bad weather. So I think it handles really well. Fuel economy, looking at 17 miles per gallon in the city, 25 on the highway. Again, it's kind of there, with a 3-row mid-sized crossover as far as fuel economy goes. If you got the hybrid, it'd be significantly better than that. But the advantage of this to me really is the handling. It just feels really stable. It's a long wheelbase, it rides smooth, but it just feels, again, just really stable, wide track, nice tight steering, just like that a lot. And I think, if you're comparing it to a crossover that sits up high, this side to me it just feels a lot better even than a big crossover does. It just handles better. I like that a lot too. And if you've got a crossover and you're thinking, yeah, I need to be able to tow a trailer, a small boat, a camper, this can still do that. You can tow 3,600 pounds with this. So you can get your trailer, get your weekend adventures on, and plenty of space. But outside of that, you're on the highway, and it just soaks up, miles and miles of pavement. But it's still enough fun. It's not a sports car, but if you're on that 2-lane road on a weekend and out there by yourself, you might still enjoy the drive too. The rest of the time, the family's really going to enjoy being in the back of it and enjoying it. Well, if I haven't convinced you that minivans are cool yet, you really should go drive the Chrysler Pacifica, especially before buying a 3-wheel crossover. It has all the interior space your family needs, but for me, it's just a lot better to drive. It sits down lower to the ground, it handles better, rides smoother, it just offers a lot of advantages. And what Chrysler's done with the S package, with the black trim and the big wheels, I think it looks pretty cool, and I really like the blue paint. And they've added all-wheel drive to it, so if you're really concerned about poor weather performance and buying a crossover for that reason, you don't have to worry about that anymore. I think all in, Chrysler's done a nice job with this, added all the luxury features, all the safety features you can imagine, and just a very nice vehicle. But you're going to pay for that. So the Pacifica comes with a base price of about $35,000. This one has equipped just over $55,000. So you really are starting to get into luxury territory. But you're looking at a vehicle that has all the features you'd expect at that price point, and I think done a very nice job with it. So next week we'll have another fun car. Till then, storm forward.